On today's episode of Trauma Recovery Coaching, I want to share very bad news. And I copied this out of Linda Ikeji blog. This is what it reads. Let me read it. Oh. It reads, Nigerian man arrested for stabbing his 63-year-old mother-in-law to death in Canada. A Nigerian man arrested for stabbing his 63-year-old mother-in-law to death in Canada. It's rather unfortunate. This is July 2025, and this incident happened on the 1st of July, and the police was called to the residence of the couple middle of the night, by midnight of 1st of July, which is ultimately 2nd of July. And what happened was, obviously, there had been a domestic altercation leading to, obviously, there might have been a lot of anger. I believe that I have once heard about this couple, someone who I know them. And the person had told me about this couple. The man, I think, got to Canada before he brought his wife, before his wife had to join him. And the man is a very hardworking guy. I think I don't remember. He either is from the educational industry, like he's either an educator or he came here as a student, a graduate student. And I mean, when I say here, I mean Canada. I also am in Canada, in Ontario. They are in Sudbury. So Sudbury is in Ontario, right? Yeah. And that's where they reside. And things had not been very smooth between the couple. Sadly, the mother of the wife came to Canada, I guess, to support with the little children. We're looking after the little children while the couple, maintain their jobs and are able to provide for family. I do not know these people personally, so I only just heard about them through a mutual person, a mutual friend once, sometime last year when, they came up, someone brought that, the story about the couple to me. So I don't know them personally, but I've heard about the couple because based on the location and the name, I know the couple. I recognize the name, Lucky. Sadly, the mother of the wife had been stabbed to her untimely demise. On social media, on the blogs where the story is being posted and people commenting, some commenters who happen to know this person, the man, the offender, now allegedly offender and arrested young man, they have some good things to say about the man, part of which is the fact that the guy is a gentleman. That's where, as a society, we tend to fail in our analogy. When we're analyzing people, we always tend to use our experience. Obviously, I know that is somewhat how it goes most of the time, but at the same time, listen to other people's experience of the same person. When it comes to psychopaths, not everyone will be their victim. There's only one victim at a time. Only one. When they victimize the one, they become friends and best friends of the others. So the only victim, the only person who they have made their victim is the one who would have a differing opinion or a different experience from what everybody else is exposed to. That's the only person. When we fail to listen to that one person, essentially if the one person is closest to them in proximity, they live in the same household, or they work at the same job, or they live on the same street, and we tend to cancel that person's assertions, that person's experience, that person's opinion on this person, that's where we lose it and we fail it as a society, as humans. We always think that everything we know about the person is all there is about the person. Hell no. I may be a different person to you than I am to them, than I am to this other person, than I am to any other person, based on interests. If I have more to gain, I'll probably be more patient, right? I'll probably be more tolerant, right? I'll probably be more, I don't know, more, I guess, proactive. Yeah, if I have a lot to gain. But if I have a lot to lose, in the event that I have a lot to lose, what do you think I'm going to do? I'll be very reluctant. I'll be hesitant because I have a lot to lose, right? So let us as a society stop believing that the person that we know is the person that another person is experiencing, just because our experience of this person had been nothing but awesome. Our experience of a person does not exactly exonerate them from being bad to another person. I may choose to be bad to one person and be nicer or kinder to another. That doesn't mean, I mean, you know, take it for whatever you call it, for whatever you make of it, but that's just life for you. This is the second time as well in the North America that a Nigerian had been found to have something of an extreme nature where it pertains to family and relationships. In the recent time, that is. And both guys, both men, young men in their 30s. The one was a medical doctor in the United States who unalived himself upon the arrival of the police because he was in prohibition of his restraining order that the supposed mother of his baby got on him. So you being in on a restraining order against the mother of your child or your children, and you going over there with a firearm, you do know that not only your career is over as a medical doctor, as a medical practitioner, but your life is over in the United States. And that is why he unalived himself. He couldn't face the shame of his pathological lying self that he had told the whole world, because the truth is, with psychopaths, to their victim, they are the demons, they are demonic. But to the rest of the world, they are the angels. So of course, his angelic persona, his angelic facade that he's serving the whole world is coming crashing. And he couldn't handle it because obviously a psychopath cannot handle to be unliked. That is why he unalived himself. And then today, we are hearing the news about the young man who obviously is another psychopath here in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada, unaliving the mother of his wife, his mother-in-law. I do understand that the mother-in-law might have said things or done things or criticize him. They don't like to be criticized. They cannot be accountable. They hate to be held accountable. They hate to be responsible, essentially where it concerns and where it pertains to their victim. If you're their victim, they cannot do any good by you. They cannot do any good by you. They cannot do any good by you, I, their victim. So, him being in content, or how do I put it, goes ahead to do what? Unalive the mother-in-law. Whatever will make him get up and say, I want to unalive this woman. Whatever the woman might have said or done, he couldn't kick her out of his home. He couldn't exit that home. He couldn't, because everything is all about them. They are very selfish, very self-centered. They look after their own interests. They cry foul. They make themselves the victim. They make themselves out to be the victim. They lie on their partner. They lie on their victim, the actual victim. They lie on them. They're pathological liars. They create a different, would I say, identity of themselves as well as of their victim. They smear, slander, and defame the character of their victim just so that they are the angelic one. They become the angel. And this same angel can't even sit on his triggers. Once triggered, they do the most unthinkable thing. The most unthinkable thing. It's nothing to a psychopath to unalive a person. Their child, their children, their siblings, their parents, parents of their loved one, sorry, their partners, or their loved one, their partners, and whoever else. You would never believe that this angelic individual has the capacity to unalive a person. Someone said in the comment section on Linda Ikeji blog that this guy cannot hurt a fly. A guy who cannot hurt a fly is the one that unalived his mother-in-law at his own residence. Make it make sense. By stabbing, stab wound. Before you are able to stab someone and stab them multiple times, you cross the line. You have become a mentally ill person, because a psychopath is a mentally ill person. They are mentally unstable. They are psychologically deranged. They are deranged psychologically. They are derailed too. There's the derailment. Please, people, don't joke with psychopaths. If you find yourself with one, hurriedly run for your life. Stay alive for me. If you don't value your life, please, I do value your life. Can you please do me the favor to stay alive for you, for me? So at least I can reach you someday. So you and I can make the connection and we can share our experiences. And if you have survived a psychopath sometime in your life, reach out. Let's hear from you. Let's hear what it was and how you experienced him or them, and how you're surviving and how you're healing and the progress of your healing, because surviving a psychopath might take a lifetime of healing. You have to be very cautious of your healing. You have to be very intentional about your healing. You have to be actively involved in your healing journey. You have to take absolute steps, guided steps, intentional steps, intentional methodology. You have to explore many and several ways and methods and ideals in healing to actually get to your wholeness. It takes a lot. It takes a whole community. But over a community, even more than the community, it takes you to actually stand up for yourself, be self-advocating, be a life advocate for you to actually survive a psychopath, staying alive, staying whole, and thriving. Because the goal of a psychopath is to find you 6 feet under, silenced for life, forever. That you're not able to tell your story, You're not able to live the life of your dream. You're not able to be that person you want to be for yourself, for your community, for your family, for your children, for your loved one, for anybody else. They want the way that they have canceled you, that the whole world cancel you. They want that the way that they have lied on you, that they have smeared you, they have defamed you, they have slandered you. They want that exact way to be the way that the world views you. They don't want the world to be kindly towards you, to be gracious towards you. They want the world to bury you alive, because that's that's what it is for them. That's where they have placed you. You have no chances, you have no voice, you have no hopes, you have no opportunity, nothing. They want you unalived, gone forever, to prove a point that they were right about you. And guess what? They don't stop with you. That's why psychopaths are usually serial killers, serial unalivers. They go ahead serially picking their victims, usually the same idea of victims. If the psychopath is a man, he picks female victims sometimes, or it might be kids, or it might be people in their middle age, or it might be, elderly, whoever. They have a pattern. Their pattern stays the same. That's another thing. With psychopaths, is the same pattern. Is the same pattern. Is the same pattern. It's just a different, name for the identities of their victims. It's just a different name, but the pattern stays the same. They often target empaths in a relationship. Like if they're going to be a relationship partner, they target empaths. They target intelligent people. They target hardworking people. That's who they target. Because then they're going to gain more. It takes a while because, when you're pulling with an intelligent person, everybody thinks you're intelligent, right? So yeah, they'll have to use you to elevate their identity in the public and their public public profile, right? And what's it called again? Public image. They're going to use that intelligent person. They attach to the intelligent person, and they use this intelligent person to improve and upgrade their public image. Because then people are going to say, oh, if they're pulling with this person, if they're, cruising with this person, they must be a good person. They must be good people. They must be, intelligent. They must be up to something good. But no, everyone that they get in a relationship with or a friendship with, they are using. They make strategic friendships. Everyone is on the calendar, on a schedule of what they can benefit from out of you. If it's money, if it's opportunity, if it's network, if it's a job, it's a contract, it's a business, whatever, they always strategically pick people that they're close to, they're friends with. I'm giving you people idea, remember? Take a cue. Take a record, take an audit of your friends. Am I speaking about one of them? Do you know this person that I'm speaking about? What are you going to do about them? Take an inventory of your friends. Who is that person that I just mentioned? Who behaves or moves or walks like them? Who is the strategic person? Who is that person who is using you guys in your friends circle or friendship circle as a strategic move, strategic interest? Are you going to let that rat still be in your circle? That will be up to you, not up to me to decide. But I'm just giving you guys the hints. Psychopaths do exist. They are worse off than narcissists. A lot of times people misinterpret psychopaths for narcissists. Yes, psychopaths also possess narcissistic traits, tendencies, and activities and actions and, engagements and interactions and, yeah, very, very similar. Matter of fact, I believe every psychopath is a narcissist, is an extreme narcissist. However, with psychopaths, they actually want their victim unalived. They don't want to see you alive. They will do everything. They will stop at nothing to get you 6 feet under. If they're going to get you 6 feet under alive, that's where they want to find you. If they're going to get you 6 feet under in people's minds, that's what they want to do. That's what they're going to do. Whatever will make you go silent forever, eternity, that's what they want to do. That's the goal. That's the end goal. Don't F with a narcissist, or sorry, a psychopath. Don't F with a psychopath. Don't F with a psychopath. Fish out the psychopath. Do an inventory of your friends, of your relationship. Audit your friends, your relationship. Assess your friends, your relationship. Check everyone in your network. Fish out who the psychopath is. Let them go. Or run to the hills. Run to the hills. To the hills. Run, never look back. Stay blessed. Coach Amaka one more time.